Do you know that cats can perform up to 16 different actions to show their love for humans? And most owners notice only 2 or 3 of them. Today, we will explore 10 of the most obvious signs of feline love that will help you understand exactly what is happening in the heart of your furry companion. Before we dive into the mysteries of the feline soul, share in the comments. What unusual displays of love have you noticed in your cat? Perhaps your pet does something special when it wants to show affection. Your stories are not only interesting, but will also help other owners better understand their pets. Meanwhile, let's figure out how to recognize genuine feline love. Understanding your cat's love language is the key to a deeper and more harmonious relationship with your pet. When you learn to notice and correctly interpret signals of attachment, you will be able to better respond to the needs of your 4-legged friend and create a truly strong emotional bond. Besides, realizing that your cat truly loves you brings incredible satisfaction and joy to every owner. The first and perhaps the most well-known sign of feline love is purring. But did you know that purring is a much more complex signal than it seems at first glance? Cats purr not only from pleasure, but also to calm themselves in stressful situations. However, when a cat purrs specifically in your presence, especially when settled on your lap or next to you, it is almost certainly a sign of deep attachment. Interesting fact, the frequency of cat purring, from 25 to 150 Hz, coincides with the range that promotes tissue healing and bone strengthening. It turns out that when a cat purrs next to you, it is not only expressing love, but literally healing you. Studies show that people who regularly listen to cat purring have lower blood pressure and are less susceptible to stress. The second sign of love is slow blinking, or the so-called cat kiss. When a cat, looking at you, slowly closes its eyes and just as slowly opens them, it demonstrates absolute trust. In the cat world, closing eyes in front of a potential threat is an expression of extreme vulnerability. If your cat kisses you with its eyes, it means that it not only doesn't consider you dangerous, but also feels deep attachment to you. Try to respond to your cat in the same way. Slowly blink while looking into its eyes. Very often, cats respond to such a gesture, and a real non-verbal dialogue about love takes place between you. This is especially valuable for those cats who don't particularly like physical contact. This way, they can express their feelings from a distance. The third sign is when a cat brings you gifts. Yes, those very dead mice or birds that so often shock owners are actually manifestations of the deepest care and love. In the wild, mother cats bring prey to their kittens to teach them to hunt and provide food. When a domestic cat brings you a gift, it essentially treats you as a member of its family who needs to be fed and taught how to survive. If your cat doesn't go outside and cannot hunt, it might bring you toys or even random objects. Socks, pencils, papers. The meaning remains the same. Look what I brought you. I care about you. This is a touching display of love, even if it's not always pleasant from a human perspective. The fourth sign is when a cat rubs against you with its head or body. This action is called punting and has a dual meaning. On one hand, the cat leaves its scent on you from special glands located on its face, chin, and sides of the body. In this way, it marks you as its territory, telling other cats, "This human is mine." On the other hand, this is a gesture of deep trust and attachment. When a cat rubs against you, it mixes your scents, creating a common group aroma. In cat understanding, this means that you are part of one family, one colony. It is especially indicative if a cat rubs its face against your face. This is the highest degree of trust and closeness in the feline world. The fifth sign of love is when a cat follows you around. If your pet accompanies you from room to room, watches you in the bathroom or kitchen, this is a clear sign of attachment. Cats are territorial and quite independent creatures, so if a cat prefers to be near you rather than in its cozy corner, it means you are more important to it than comfort. It is especially indicative if the cat follows you to places it usually doesn't like. For example, to the bathroom with noisy water, or to the kitchen with frightening smells and sounds. By overcoming its discomfort in order to be near you, the cat demonstrates real love and devotion. The sixth sign is when a cat kneads you with its paws, like dough. This behavior originates from earliest childhood, when kittens massage their mother's breast, stimulating milk production. In adulthood, kneading becomes a sign of extreme comfort and trust. When a cat kneads you with its paws, it is essentially returning to the state of a carefree kitten, completely trusting its mother. Interesting fact, some cats when kneading enter such a blissful state that they salivate and may even try to suck on your clothing or skin. This is an even deeper regression to the kitten state and a sign of absolute trust and love for you. The 7th sign is when a cat shows you its belly. In the cat world, the belly is the most vulnerable part of the body, where all vital organs are located. In the wild, cats never expose their belly to a potential enemy. If your cat turns over on its back and shows you its tummy, this means the highest degree of trust. Important note, showing the belly and allowing it to be petted are two different things. Many cats, after turning over on their back, react aggressively if you try to touch their belly. This is not a contradiction or a trap. The cat trusts you so much that it shows a vulnerable spot. But this is not necessarily an invitation to contact. Respect your pet's boundaries, and your relationship will become even stronger. The 8th sign of love is when a cat sleeps next to you or on top of you. Sleep is a state of maximum vulnerability for any animal. When choosing a place to sleep, a cat is guided primarily by safety considerations. If it prefers to sleep next to you, it means it considers you the most reliable protector. It is especially indicative if the cat sleeps with its back or side pressed against you. In nature, cats never turn their back to a potential threat. When your pet sleeps with its back to you, this means absolute trust. The cat is confident that you will protect it if danger appears. The 9th sign is when a cat meets you at the door. If your pet runs to the front door when you return home, this is a clear sign of attachment, especially if this is accompanied by other signs of joy: raised tail, purring, rubbing against your legs. Some cats even learn to recognize the sound of your car or footsteps on the stairs and begin to prepare for the meeting in advance. This shows that the cat is not just happy to see you. It actively waits for your return and distinguishes your arrival among other events of the day. And finally, the 10th sign of love is when a cat gives you a massage. Many owners notice that their pets sometimes begin to rhythmically move their paws while on their lap or nearby. This action is similar to kneading though, but has a different rhythm and is often accompanied by a state of deep relaxation in the cat. Such a massage is a manifestation of special care for you. Cats make similar movements when grooming each other's fur in a colony. When your cat massages you, it is essentially taking care of you as a member of its family. This is especially touching, considering that cats are usually very selective about who they allow such closeness with. Now that we have discussed 10 obvious signs of feline love, let's talk about how to properly respond to these manifestations of feelings. After all, love is always a dialogue, and it's important to speak to the cat in a language it understands. The first and most important rule is to respect your cat's boundaries. If it shows love but doesn't want to be petted or picked up, don't insist. Cats value the ability to independently decide when and how to interact with humans. Respect for their autonomy is the best way to show your love in return. The second rule is to respond to feline signals in their own language. If a cat slowly blinks, blink back. If it rubs against you, carefully rub back against it in response. Yes, this might look funny, but cats understand it. If it brings you gifts, thank it, even if the gift is not too pleasant. The third rule is to create rituals. Cats love predictability and routine. If you have a special ritual of greeting, feeding, or playing, this strengthens your bond and gives the cat a sense of security. For example, always greet your cat when you come home, or give it 5 minutes of play before bedtime. And the fourth rule is to give your cat the opportunity to express its independence. Paradoxically, the less you pressure the cat with your attention, the more it reaches out to you on its own. Create safe places in the house where the cat can be alone when it wants, and never forcibly remove it from there. Respect for the need for personal space is also a manifestation of love. Summing up, I want to emphasize the main point. Cats are truly capable of deep attachment and love for humans. They just express their feelings differently than we are used to. By learning to recognize these 10 signs of feline love, you will be able to better understand your pet and build a truly close relationship with it. And now I want to ask you, which of these 10 signs do you most often notice in your cat? Or perhaps your pet shows love in some special 11th way. Share your observations in the comments. Perhaps together, we will discover even more secrets of the feline soul. If this video helped you better understand your furry friend, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you don't miss new episodes about the subtleties of feline psychology and behavior. And be sure to share this video with your cat-loving friends. They will also be interested to know if their pets love them. In upcoming episodes, we will continue to explore the language of feline body language and emotions. Something special is being prepared that will help you look at your pet with completely new eyes. In the meantime, remember, feline love is a precious gift that makes our lives warmer and happier. Cherish this connection, and your cat will respond with boundless devotion and love.